So what is that amazing labyrinth looking board game on the table? Well, the answer is it's called the aMAZEing Labyrinth. And this could be played by younger players, no problem. And there could be up to 4 players. Each one is a different color, and they start in one of the 4 corners. For this, I'm just going to play with 2 players. And the idea is to make your way through the labyrinth, which is always changing, to find your treasures. So there are 24 treasure cards, and they each just have a picture of something on the board. Like this green gem is right here. So normally you would deal out 1 card to each player until all cards are out. In that case, there would be 12 treasures for each of these 2 players. But just to make the game go a little quicker, I'm just going to shuffle them here. And then I'm just going to deal out 6 to each player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll give you a good idea of how the game is played. Okay, then the rest of setup has to do with these labyrinth cards, the maze itself. And they're all random. Some have more treasures on there, some don't. And you just lay them out between these fixed ones. So these do not move. So what you're going to end up with are some rows and columns that can slide back and forth. So without even looking at them, I'm just going to lay them all out here. Now there are 2 variations to the game that are in the rule book. One says that instead of returning to your corner when you've found all 6 cards, you just win as soon as you find all of your treasures. And that would be normally 12 treasures with 2 players. But I'm not going to play that. I'm going to play you have to make your way back to your corner to win once you have all 6 treasures. That gives the other player a little bit more chance. Okay, and then the other variation is when you play the game, you don't look at your treasure cards, so neither player knows what they're going to be going after until they turn over their top card each. Now this would still be hidden from all the other players, but in this case I'm the other player, so I'm going to know, so it doesn't matter. So initially the green player is going after this moth, and the yellow player is going after that crown. So another variation that they list is just to show all of your treasure cards right up front, so you know which ones you want to go for, and it doesn't matter which order you find the treasures. But we're going to play it where you have to go one at a time. Okay? So once all the maze cards are out, you're going to be left with 1 extra card. And this is what you use to shift the maze. So I'm going after the moth, and man, that's funny. It's right here. So I don't want to move this card here, and you have to play one. So right now my yellow opponent is trapped in the corner, so I don't want to help that player either. So these yellow arrows show you which rows and columns will slide, and that's what you have to do. You have to orient this in any direction you want and put it in one of those spaces. So just to show, I will do, let's just go like this, right down the middle. Now, one problem with this board is where the fold is, where the crease is, the board kind of raises up a little bit. That might be all right if I put some weight on it, try to force it to go down. But as it is, that's my only complaint about this game. Anyway, you slide this over, and then this one comes out the other side, and that's what the player's going to use, the next player's going to use to slide on their turn. But once it's been slid, then you get to move, and you can move as far as you want. You don't have to move if you don't want to, but in this case I'm going to go 1 space, and that's one card down for me. Okay, my next one is going to be this book. So I'm going to be trying to get up here. And if you get slid off the end, like if I would slide down here, I would reappear up on the new card. Okay, so it's the yellow player's turn. They're going for the crown, which is here. Right now, they can't even move. The reason you leave the card where it is, the one that gets pushed out, is because the next player cannot use this to go right back and reverse the push that the other player just did. So you leave that there until you know what you're going to do, knowing you cannot place it there. So he needs to be able to move. So if he uses, it's not going to be ideal, but it'll at least get him to move a little bit. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm going to slide that column like that. And now he moves here. So he's a little closer to the crown. Okay, green player's turn. They cannot put it here. And I'm trying to get up here. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I said earlier. And if I set it like this and slide it down, he appears here. Okay. Now I get to move. Now I could go as far as I want. Wow. Actually, he can go pretty far. But anyway, I just need to go to the book, which completes my second treasure. Yay for me. The next one's going to be this foot guy, which is right here. Okay, so that's where green is going. Meanwhile, yellow is still trying to get to the crown. So let's see. They do. Yeah, it's a tough one here. I guess I could do this. Now, you can either try to do something to help you, or you can do something to hinder your opponent. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. That slides that down. That gets me a little closer to the crown. Didn't help too much. Okay, so I'm trying to get to this foot, and I've got to use this. So, if I do, let's just do, see, I'm going to move all the way down here. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm good. So I don't want to mess with that. So I want to try to cause problems for the yellow. You know what? I'm just going to put it here. Slide this up like this. Okay, then green moves here, all the way down, and gets to the foot. All right, number 3. Now this was all totally random. You saw me shuffle the cards in these things I just laid out wherever, so it's just funny that green is doing so well. Next is the owl. Okay, so yellow's turn. They're still trying to get here. So, you know what? I think instead of trying to make it easy on yellow, I'm going to do something to try to block this. So I'm going to do this. There. That blocks his way back to the green corner, and it blocks any way to move to get towards that owl. I can't, oh, you know what? I can move closer. Let's see here. I can go all the way, I'm going to go all the way to right here. All right, so that's where I'm going. And to get to this owl, now I can't just push that right back, because that would help. I mean, that would do what I need. And I see what yellow's doing. If they go here, that's going to slide them here to get the crown. So what I could, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slide down this again. And let's put this like this. And I'm going to slide, oh, I gave the yellow the crown, didn't I? But I also got to the owl. So let's go ahead and do this. Card number 4 is mine. Next, I'm going for this treasure chest. Okay, so now it's yellow's turn. I want to make sure I don't mess up that crown. So let's... He's got a pretty good... If I do right here, he won't be able to go that way. He'll be trapped. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do this too. Okay, so that was yellow's slide. Now yellow goes to the crown. Yay! Okay, their next one is the candelabra. Where is that? Down here. Okay. So it's green's turn. Trying to get here. Oh, you know what? That did help yellow. Thank you. We'll just do this. You can do that because it's not reversing what the other one did. And I'm going to go here. Number 5. This is my last treasure. The green gem right there. We'll call that an emerald. Okay, so now it is yellow's turn. And they're trying to get here. Is there any way? Nope, can't go that way. If they did that, that wouldn't help. Okay. So they can get all the way down to here. Maybe I slide. I don't know if this is going to help. And I see they're trying to... Now, normally yeah, you do show these so players can see what you're going after. Now green already has that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide. I need to mess him up somehow without messing me up, but that's hard. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Let's do this. Okay, so that slides that whole row. Okay, so this is yellow. So yellow needs to get here. I'm going to go ahead and go down. Boy, I don't know. I'll just stop there. You can end on the same spot. Okay, so now it's green's turn. He's trying to get right there. So let's do this. This will get him a little closer. Slide that up that way. He goes here. Okay, so now yellow is trying to get here. Oh, you know what? Oh no. It'd be great if they could slide this, because then they could go like that. But this row doesn't move. It would have to be this one. But he could do this. Okay. That gets him a little closer. And now it's green's turn, and he, boy, I really messed him up. He's getting farther away. So he needs to, you know what, he's going to do the same thing, slide the same row, and he goes around and gets number 6. So now he just needs to get back to his corner here. It's yellow's turn. And they are going to... Boy. He's going to do this. Oh, which was a bad... You should have had it flipped this way. No, it doesn't matter. So to get closer, he'll go there. So now it's green's turn. He is going to slide, let's see. If he does this one, well, he's going to do this. Slide here. Go down, over, slide, win. Okay. Green won. Of course, man, he flew through his stack. Yellow just couldn't catch up. Some of the other treasures, the other 12, you saw. Well, let's see what the rest of his were. He also had the spider, the lizard, bag of gold, and a princess. Ooh. Okay, and then the other 12, you've got a skull, a mouse, a beetle, a map, a ring, keys, genie, sword, a dragon, a helmet, a peacock knight, a little hobbit guy, and a bat. Alright, and that is it. Great game, quick, easy to play for kids. And again, that was only half as long as the real game should have been, but you get the idea of how it plays. So anyway, thanks for watching this amazing game.